Hey guys, Sinborn here. I figured I'd make a YouTube video on my thoughts and opinions and whatnot on Wolcen. Wolcen is a pretty good game so far, TLDR. This is the first day that I got to play a ton of it as like full-on endgame, and then I guess while
Oh, secret
um,
expeditions. I thought you were here for that.
I guess while I am talking about the game, I'll do some shit in the background so you guys have something to watch as well. This is almost done. Or is it done? Okay. Already completed. Oh. I remember this was used. I thought this was used for something. I don't know. But anyways. So that's the end game system. This is like this city managing. You're like a leader of a city and you can do all kinds of like different things and make different. You can upgrade for stashes. You can send out dudes to get money and whatnot. Can kind of like make merchants and buy and sell prices are at better rates and stuff like that. There's all kinds of stuff.
Come in. Give the order and I'll. Hey there. So
I'll
I've
start
been working
that.
on something.
And then when you're in the process, see this is broken. I'm not even gonna forge it, which kind of puts a little foreshadowing into what I diplomat missing. I guess I'll do that. It's a lot of money, but anyways. So the game is buggy, but I do think it's worth buying. So like it's got a decent endgame system to where I've had a super fun time all night long just blasting through these maps. It's kind of like if a map and the grift got smashed together. So like you have your standard, you can add modifiers to it. It takes gold to add the modifiers. I don't care about movement speed. Add another one. They can do all the lightning damage they want. Champions can move as fast as they want. Sure, bone spear or lightning bolts, sure. Or no, hail of spears, whatever that is. Sure, we'll pump up the boss as much as we want. So basically, this is what all the modifiers has, and then you get magic find, quantity, and productivity based on how many modifiers you had, and then you can also lure untainted if you want. So once you do that, you open up the map, and then you're playing. So yeah, this character. I initially wanted to play a spellcaster, and I got to Act 2. There's the end game call, or the end of Act 2 boss is called Lombok. TLDR, she's a bitch. So my build that I had was not very good as far as tankiness was concerned. I think I had like 3,000 HP. And the damage that the boss had was just ridiculous. So like anytime you get hit by anything, if your damage wasn't good, like a lot of the players that get through it very easily, I feel like they had good damage or something. I don't know. My damage wasn't amazing. I respect the character and I went this tankier route. And I was using a staff for the longest time. Well, I decided to go max block and whatnot, and actually works out pretty well. But enough about the character, the game. So the game has like these pretty cool, I don't know, skill effects. The skill effects all look good. The graphics look great. There is a memory leak on the skill that I'm using now, I believe, which is what causes it to like stutter. Although I see it on OBS stuttering a little bit. I'm hoping it's not too bad for you guys. Basically, the game is super fun. I was a little hesitant on recommending it to anybody prior to, I'd say prior to this patch that they released today. So I was a little worried because the game's been in development for about 5 years now, and I backed it back then. Didn't really deliver when I played in the beta, and ooh, bad. Didn't really deliver when it was in the beta, so I kind of wrote it off. And now I would say doing pretty good. They fixed a lot of the exploits that were glaring. There were some pretty hefty, like, duplicating items and unlimited gold, and this is all on ladder. I mean, there's no ladder really for this game, but I mean, like, you know, it's still there as far as, like, you're playing with other people. If you're playing online, you're playing, you know, I guess kind of with other people. Like, if I were to join a public game and the dude just has like fucking 8 billion gold because he stacked a gem and unstacked a gem for like 5 minutes and it made 1 billion gold. Like, I mean, I did it earlier. I didn't like sell the gem, but I demonstrated it. It was as simple as literally unstacking and stacking a gem stack, and you could just get unlimited gold. Every time you unstacked it, it restacked to a higher value. It doubled the value every time. So that was interesting. But yeah, as you can see, it seems fun. I mean, I'm having a great time. Basically, I'm just farming maps, just deleting shit and having a good time. So I would say that my initial impressions are good. I did have a bug. I mean, obviously there's still bugs, and they kind of fixed a lot of the bugs. There's some glaring issues though, so I'll go over those. They can only update their patches, their servers once a week, and that was confirmed on their forum post that they posted for on Steam. Why that's a thing, I don't know. My guess is their initial burst of people that made them go out and get servers. Those servers, they probably went the cheaper route, and the people that they bought the servers from or utilizing the servers from, they must not allow updates. And I'm talking like hot fixes, not even they can't even do server fixes like hot fixes. So basically the biggest problem with that is if you were to say they release a patch, this patch that they just released, actually they just released one, if it breaks anything big, that's broken for a week. So they have to be very damn sure that whatever they release in these patches don't fuck anything pretty hard, because they can't fix it. Literally cannot fix it for a week. So that's not good. Let's hope they can get better servers and not have to worry about that in the future. I haven't really played with anybody. That's another. Okay, we'll just talk about more glaring issues. Now my character was like running around like a retard. That's because they don't let you unbind left click. It's an attack. Like, it was trying to like path in a weird way, I guess. It was trying to path to attack something, but it couldn't get there because something was blocked. I don't know. The way it was pathing was not smart. Anyways, left click, you can't unbind it from an attack. Normally in a game like this, you would have it to be push to move. You can't do that. So that's annoying. It's another glaring issue. Another glaring issue is the gear on the ground stays stays visible for like 3 seconds and then goes away, unless you hover over it, I suppose. Or you can also hit a button. You can hold the button down and it stays available for forever. So that's something, I suppose, but I'd much rather have it be toggle on, toggle off. Let's see, is there anything else that that is a glaring issue before I talk about all the things that I love about the game? Because the game is actually super fun. It has super high potential. I don't think it'll be a game that replaces Path of Exile for me, but I mean, it'll definitely be a game that, like, once I get bored of PoE, I think it'll be definitely worth, you know, playing at that point. After PoE gets like boring for the league or whatever, during the league's downtime. A lot of people, they play Path of Diablo, but there's like a Diablo 2 mod. I think that they might change to this. This has really good potential for being a filler. I say a filler game. It's fun. It could be a real game, like it could be a #1 contender. The graphics are good. I like the graphics. The spells feel fine. Oh, that's another thing. Like, so if you're attacking, right, you can't use potions. It's not possible. It even says it. Not possible. If you're in the middle of any kind of animation, you can't use a potion. So that's kind of weird. That includes skills like Cyclone. Like you're in the middle of cycloning, you cannot heal. That's kind of shit. I'll keep going while I talk. I'm trying to think of anything else. Gold seems extremely important, and it seems like it's very hard to get in the beginning. And I feel like I'm at the point now where money starts to become a little less painful. So like right around level 60s or so, money starts to become a little easier. So that's nice. But yeah, overall the build feels super strong. The game feels strong. Like, I mean, who doesn't? Who wouldn't like that? What just happened right now? All kinds of good things happening. They have a pretty cool like system to where the skills are basically based off of the weapon that you wield. So normally you'd only be able to use spells if you were wielding a staff. I'm wielding a catalyst, which allows you to cast spells. So that's pretty cool. But it also, because the weapon determines what you use, I'm using a melee weapon, so I can use melee weapons and spells. So right now I have this broken fucking skill that melee people are using called Bleeding Edge. So why not have the broken of both worlds and just be able to have Bleeding Edge and fucking broken Ice Nova spam? It's pretty fun. I don't know. I would recommend it. First impressions are pretty good. They've got a lot of potential, as long as they can maintain the kind of development plan like they were talking about. They're going to try to be like, I guess, Path of Exile, where they have a rotation of a development. They're going to have like every 4 months, I believe, a new like league style type deal. And if they can provide content that's meaningful, unlike Diablo, this could just replace Diablo 4. Like Diablo 4 might be just be outshadowed already, or at least give Diablo something to fucking like look up to. Path of Exile has already got that for him, but it doesn't hurt to have more competition. So this is great for us players. It's $40 to buy right now, but if you were in the Kickstarter, it's still free. So if you kickstarted at any point, you can download the game, play right away. There's no monthly subscriptions or any of that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Let's say give it a shot. And we'll check out the channel and ask any questions. Twitch.tv/SinbornTPG. It'll be in the description as well. And yeah, everybody have a good day.